Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
Good evening, everyone. A 26-year-old motorcycle rider has died after colliding with a power pole at Lenna Valley early this morning. While the cause is still under investigation, police say the Glenorchy man was wearing a helmet, but it wasn't fitted correctly. Our reporter Ruby Kamain has more.
It's here on this stretch on Augusta Road where police say a motorcyclist fatally struck a power pole in the early hours of this morning. Emergency services responding to the incident at 6 a.m. after the Glenorchy man travelled towards Calvary Hospital through Lenna Valley. He sadly died at the scene.
It appears that the motorcycle has crossed over onto the incorrect side of the road and has collided with a power pole.
Police say the rider was wearing a helmet at the time, but it came off during the crash due to it not fitting correctly, leading to fresh warnings.
Wear the correct safety equipment and gear, and to ensure that they wear a correctly fitted helmet that is correctly fastened as well.
While also issuing a safety message to all motorists, with the state's road toll higher than this time last year.
Keep within the speed limits, that they do wear their seat belts, avoid driving with alcohol and drugs, and watch out for distractions.
Police are urging anyone with dashcam footage or information to come forward and contact Crime Stoppers. Ruby Kamain, 7 Tasmania News.
A former Tasmanian Premier is taking on a diplomatic position overseas. Will Hodgman appointed as Australia's next High Commissioner to Singapore. The announcement comes just 2 weeks after Mr Hodgman stepped down as the inaugural chair of the Australian Business Growth Fund and less than a year after resigning as Premier. Foreign Affairs Minister Marise Payne says she hopes it will grow our relationship with the country. A decision on the contentious voluntary assisted dying bill won't be made until next year, with the government allocating time for discussion in the upcoming final week of Parliament, but ruling out a final vote. The divisive proposal was unanimously passed by the upper house weeks ago, but is yet to be scrutinised by the lower house.
It's at least making sure that members of the House of Assembly can express their view and get it on the record, say what they need to be able to say.
The government is also pushing for new laws to make child sexual abuse convictions a minimum 4-year sentence. A 10-year-old Queensland boy has been located safe and well after being reported missing in Tasmania's south. The boy became separated from his father during a bushwalk to Shipston's Bluff early this afternoon. He was spotted 3 hours later by the Westpac helicopter after an extensive ground and air search. Tasmania Police is on high alert for festive thieves after a spate of shoplifting incidents. This vision, captured at a Northwest retail store, shows thieves stuffing their bags with stolen goods before being caught out by vigilant staff. Recent data shows as much as a third of nationwide shoplifting happens in the lead up to Christmas. There's fears this year's economic downturn could fuel even more five-finger discounts. The Spirit of Tasmania has scheduled more sailings as it returns to normal service. With Tasmania's border opening to Victoria on Friday and the summer season about to begin, passenger demand is on the rise. The service will now operate daily with COVID-19 measures in place for passenger and crew safety. A 10-year-old Hobart boy is set to secure an Australian record after reeling in a bluefin tuna weighing a whopping 88 kilograms. It will be the second record under Lockie Miller's belt, and he's already got big plans for the future.
A fight lasting almost 3 hours.
Hey, feel lock.
10-year-old Lockie finally reeling in the catch of the day near Matsyker Island. A southern bluefin tuna weighing 88 kilograms.
Can you describe how big that fish was?
Double me.
And it was no mean feat, the mammoth fish not going down without a fight.
It's extremely hard because your arms get really sore and your legs from standing up, so you get really, really sore, and you're also tired from fighting the fish.
He's a very determined kid and he didn't want to give up. We offered a few times to help him. He's, no, I'll do it all myself.
That determination paying off, likely to be the largest fish of its kind caught by someone under the age of 11 on a 24-kilogram line. This could be Lockie's second Australian record. He secured his first when he was just 6 years old. Now he's already making plans for his next big catch.
I'm not sure, but I reckon I might aim for a swordfish record for fishing.
Dad Leo more than happy for Lockie to take the reins.
I don't want to spend 3 hours on a fish anymore. I've had my days of long fights on fish, and there is a bit of fitness involved and a bit of technique, and I'm more than happy to sit back or drive the boat and watch him catch them if he wants to.
But for now, the main challenge will be...
How long is it going to take you to eat the fish?
A very long time.
Meg Sides, 7 Tasmanian News.
And more than 400 Tasmanians have cycled across Launceston to raise money for charity. Cyclists could choose to ride as little as 10 kilometres and up to 100. Sally Fletcher, the founder of the event, says she's overwhelmed with the popularity of the ride.
I started 18 years ago, 2002, and I rode around Tassie by myself with a support vehicle trying to raise money for mental health for our youth in Tassie. This year was the most registrations we've had, I think.
Money raised will go to JCP Empowering Youth and its Beast program. A Tasmanian has been awarded Apprentice of the Year in the Master Builders National Awards. Carpenter Melanie Ransley completed her apprenticeship last year and is the first female to take out the prize.
So it's pretty unbelievable. I always said I don't want to win awards because I'm a female. I want to win because I'm good at my job, and I think that's really exciting about this award.
Tasmanian businesses dominated at the awards, winning in 13 categories. It's been a successful day for Northwest basketball, with Penguin and Wynyard taking out the men's and women's state league titles. The Wildcats coach says his side is over the moon after the drought-breaking win.
The Wynyard Wildcats entered the final series in 4th place, but today were crowned the state's best. Holding on in a thrilling 2-point victory over Northwest nemesis, the Penguin Blues, even despite this long-range Hail Mary in the dying seconds.
Just that last shot there, I had to restock and look at the scoreboard.
The long-awaited victory returning silverware to Wynyard for the first time in more than a decade.
Last time we made finals in the NWBU would have been around about 2007, I reckon.
As one Penguin side left the court in despair, the other emerged full of confidence.
Sack 1-3, good.
The undefeated men's team jumping out to an early lead. As the margin grew, so too did Glenorchy's desperation. Accuracy at the 3-point line, the killer. As luck fell with the opposition. 91-70, the end score. High fives all round as Penguins secured its second state league title in 3 years.
To go undefeated is obviously something we'll probably look back on in 10 years and sort of rate that team pretty highly amongst some of the Penguin teams.
Garth Burley, 7 Tasmanian News.
After a restart, Tasmanian swimmer Ariane Titmus is flying towards the Tokyo Olympics again. In her first race in a year, 20-year-old Titmus just missed her own 400 metres short course world record in the virtual Australian Championship.
I'm pretty sure the Olympics are going to happen next year, and you've got to get moving now if you want to really do your job.
Titmus races again at the Queensland titles in a fortnight. Meanwhile, Hobart has played host to the virtual short course championships, with swimmers battling against some of Australia's best. Tasmanian Jacob Templeton broke 2 world records in the men's 100 metres and 200 metre freestyle S13 class. Each state was forced to hold its own events due to COVID-19 border restrictions.
Good evening, everyone. After the rain cleared this morning, Launceston reached the state's top with 22 degrees, 20 in Hobart, Devonport 21 and 19 in Burnie. Across the state, 21 in St Helens, Friendly Beaches 20, Flinders Island and Lowhead 19 and 17 the top for King Island and Strawn. Cloudband can be seen spiralling spiralling around a low to the east of Flinders Island and to the northeast of the state today. Further out, the cloud over the north of the continent is due to the convective activity and thunderstorms, while the cloud over the Bight is suggestive of a high pressure system. Tomorrow's chart shows a high pressure system off the southeast coast of Australia with a ridge extending west over Tasmania, Victoria and New South Wales. A complex area of low pressure with cold fronts and troughs lies over Western Australia. Northwest to southwesterly winds tomorrow 15 to 20 knots, turning northwest to northeasterly in the afternoon, reaching 25 knots. And there is a strong wind warning current for the lower east coast from Wineglass Bay to Tasman Island. Mostly sunny and 22 in Hobart tomorrow, 21 in Dover, Ooze 26, 23 in Launceston, partly cloudy and 19 in Devonport, Scottsdale 20. Mostly sunny and 18 in Burnie tomorrow, Strahan reaching 20, Stanley 19. And in the east, morning showers in St Helens reaching 21, 22 in Swansea and Ross a top of 23. And the UV tomorrow is very high 10s across the state. Looking on to Tuesday now, showers developing about the west and south, extending statewide by the afternoon. Showers about western, central and southern districts on Wednesday, falling as snow above 900 metres during the morning. And similar weather on Thursday with those showers continuing. 20 in Perth tomorrow, mostly sunny and 33 in Adelaide, Sydney 24 and partly cloudy and 40 in Alice Springs. And it's currently partly cloudy right across the state tonight with Hobart 19, 18 degrees in Launceston and Devonport 17. And that is Sunday night's weather, Lou.
Lovely, thanks Chelsea. And that's all your news for this Sunday evening. Thanks as always for joining us. Good night.